run our RATE conference. That's what that acronym stands for. So I'm just going to give you a few introductions before we get to our keynote, so we all know who each other are, and we can see who's in the room. I'm going to start with myself. I see a lot of familiar faces. I see some new faces, but I'm Jeff Sisk. I'm the manager of Assistive Technology Services. I've been involved with the RATE conference since its inception. So we started the RATE conference, and when I say we, I mean a lot of people inside of this room, back in the year 2000. So there's different people in different places and different positions at this time that have been involved with the RATE conference since that time. So this is the first time I've been privileged to do the introductions as the manager. I've been involved with the RATE conference in other capacities, but that's my capacity this year. There's some other, I'm not going to use the word, I'm going to be selective about my word, experienced faces within the room that are also in new roles, and I'm going to have these guys stand up. So Jennifer Carr and Megan Tracy. Megan is coming to be These are specialists with Assistive Technology Services, but like myself, well, they may or may not have been here since the year 2000. I can't necessarily confirm or deny that number. We also have some people that have stood in this position in the room that I'd like to introduce you to. A prior coordinator of Assistive Technology and a manager of Assistive Technology Services. That's Bill Reeder and Cheryl Temple. So we're glad they came back today, to kind of watch and see how things are going, and of course how Assistive Technology has evolved and how this conference has evolved over the years. And of course, I'm going to keep these introductions flowing. If you are an ATS, a current ATS staff member, please stand up. Big appreciation to these guys because this RATE conference is a volunteer conference. So these guys are volunteering not only their Saturday, but other times to make this happen. So time in between a very busy fall schedule of getting our students set up and moving and teachers and classrooms set up with all the assistive technologies they have. So big thank you to you guys, and thank you so much for all the work you've done, not only today, but in other days to get this conference and make it successful, have it be successful. Two other people I'd like to point out, because I'm going to stick with Assistive Technology Services for a while. That's Karen Wiltrout and Diana Reeder. So go ahead and stand up. If you have not seen our social media lounge, please stop by it at some point during the conference. It's amazing. It's an amazing and creative approach to our Twitter feed. Our Twitter feed, we're very proud of. We've really facilitated its use over the past year, probably more than ever. So it's a great way for all of these people that stood up before to communicate to everyone else how we're placing and utilizing assistive technologies in classrooms. It's been a very successful mode of communication, so please follow us on Twitter. Our handle is ATS_FCPS, or you can just do a search for Assistive Technology Services. You'll find us in Twitter. And be a part of that communication. So, be a part of that dialogue and participate in social media with us, because you'll see the day-to-day function and representation of assistive technology as these guys implement it, because everybody on Assistive Technology Services contributes to that feed. So you'll see what they're doing on a regular basis, and it's a really successful tool for seeing what's happening on a regular basis. So if you're if you happen to be, there's another little group of people that made this conference happen that I have to kind of pay a little bit more respect and attention to, and that's the RATE planners. If you're on the RATE planning committee, go ahead and stand up. That'd be Karen Hawley. Poor Diana, you don't have to stand up. And Diana, I mean, obviously you're doing a lot. What to tell you to do? But yeah, so these guys have really made the effort and really, really kind of put some new twists and bends into the conference, and that's what you initially saw when you came into the cafeteria and you saw our AT share hallway. So hopefully you were able to talk to not only our staff but our vendors that are outside. And thank you to all the vendors that showed up as well, and have some type of dialogue before you were sitting in a session in a larger group. So hopefully that allowed you a little bit of time to have some direct contact, and our conference planners really made the effort to make that happen. And then Karen, I'm going to actually have you come down. So I don't have the excuse for Diana to not make you stand up, and I know that I'm not putting that on you again and again. I have to point out Karen, not only for the rate conference. Karen to me is one of these logistical people, is kind of more of the little engine that could. So she is behind the scenes, and I'm not letting her be behind the scenes today, because she really does make the extra effort. When these presentations happen, Karen is the one that puts them in the assigned rooms, not only for the rate conference, but for the special education conference. So she's in constant planning process, and I'm going to present to her a very unofficial award. This is very unofficial. This was thought up as I was shopping through Amazon like 2 weeks ago. Now, I don't think that Karen needs something like this, because she is organized, she has her checklist, but I at least today want to present you with a shirt as a conference planner that just says eat, sleep, plan events, and If you're a Fairfax County Public Schools teacher, go ahead and raise your hand. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming out on a Saturday. I mean, it really shows your passion and drive for, and your interest in using assistive technology with students and, making and pushing our students' success. So thank you today. If you're a Fairfax County Public Schools teacher and you're a TOPS teacher, raise your hand. All right, so I'm going to give you this. Always to me like the trick question for anyone, including our own staff, that's involved with the TOPS program. What does TOPS stand for? Look at that, came from the back. Well rehearsed and practiced. So as an acronym, RAID is an acronym, ATS is an acronym. We have an acronym for TOPS, and TOPS is Teacher Outreach Program Support. So that's a program that we use within Assistive Technology Services to promote leadership and implementing assistive technology in classrooms. We're taking more and more steps if you didn't raise your hand. And assistive technology is a passion. We want that to be a passion of yours. We want all teachers to be able to raise their hand and to call themselves assistive technology leaders within their own classrooms. We're exploring methods to open it up to you. And please take advantage of the TOPS program within your school. You can talk to ATS resource teachers about it. We have a monthly newsletter that we're going to be emailing out, that we continue to email out to special education departments.